right now. And right away, superstar Bill Dundee is on his back, and that raises the ire of the fans. Dundee backed into the ropes. Jeff Young whips him. Back body drop down. Billy goes. Here he comes out of the ring. Jeff Young in the ring. Superstar Billy going to the floor. Quickly. Young Jeff Young, if I can coin a phrase there, put on a little weight. He's been practicing a lot in the gym, and he's got a tough one. Superstar Bill Dundee. Bill mentioned earlier about bullwhip matches, all sorts of matches, and this man, obviously a tough customer, can take care of himself. Right now, tough way to go with Jeff Young. Got that head scissors on him, putting a squeeze on him. Billy down on the mat. In a little bit of trouble and I'm sure a little concern, but he escapes. Nice escape by Bill Dundee. Dundee back to his feet. Dundee letting someone at the ringside have it. They lock up. Dundee with a punch. Quick punch to the side of the jaw. Grabs Jeff Young. Goes in behind him. Rear chinlock. Referee Tommy Weathers watching Bill very intently. Young! Nice arm drag. Over the shoulder. Down goes Dundee. Dundee's complaining that Young used the air. The fans have a different opinion of that, and quite frankly, from this angle, it's very difficult, but I do not believe that Young used anything but a pure arm drag to take him down. Dundee catches Young coming in, catches him with a strong uppercut. Dundee now working him over. Dundee, ire raised by the early actions of Jeff Young, who was just taking the match straight to Billy. Battling Billy, picks him up, body slam. The superstar puts his opponent on the mat. Goes in underneath, twisting that chin lock, maybe going to a neck breaker, turns him over. Jeff Young in pain. Billy just letting him fall to the canvas. Dundee working him over. Strong right hand to the jaw. Billy starting to work the crowd, too. Oh, now Jeff Young's ready to go. Dundee is a coy wrestler in that ring. He is sly. He gets in that ring, and he uses a lot of psychology, a lot of ring psychology, if you would. Sometimes showing emotions that on his face and in his actions that he surely does not hold down deep. When you have a man that is knowledgeable in the ring as superstar Bill Dundee, you got a tough customer, and you add the Texas reversal by Jeff Young. Dundee whipped into the turnbuckle. Off the rope, high drop kick. Billy Dundee goes down. Jeff Young goes for the cover. We could have a major upset here. Count of two was all he got, though. I thought Jeff Young may have had him. If he'd have covered him just a split second sooner, he may have had the 3 count. But now Dundee reverses that arm bar. Nice scientific move as he took that arm bar, moved it into a hammer lock, but then all of a sudden reared back and threw a right hand. Double fist, backbreaker. Young going down. Dundee goes for the cover. 1, 2. Jeff Young came out from underneath, though. Dundee kicking at Jeff Young. Now he's going to whip him into the turnbuckle. He reverses it again. Caught Billy again. Oh! Came in a little quick. Dundee going to roll him up. 1, 2, 3. We got a pinfall.
For the relentless pursuit, those chops to the head of Mike Sharp. Ooh, there's another one that has to sting. See big Mike Sharp going down, down, down. Once Kamala starts, he never lets Mike Sharp out of the ring at that point. Ooh, there goes the ceremony dance. Out of the ring. Another chop outside. Boom. And Mike Sharp goes down, as you can see. It's not easy to restrain a man like Kamala. I had communication with a man, but however, this man is almost uncontrollable. Stalking Mike Sharp now. Sharp up on the apron, back into the ring. Another one to the head. Now these are just not ordinary chops that Kamala throws. These are devastating chops. I have never seen anything from the Orient, from wherever, that can compare with Kamala. Mike Sharp with a nice move, a drop kick. Now notice all the power that Mike Sharp had with that drop kick. He did not, I repeat, Kamala did not go off this dude. Now one at this point would have to admire Mike Sharp for being game. However, perhaps you would say he is willing but very weary at this point. Kamala, a Ugandan warrior, pounding at the head of big Mike Sharp. The general's man, Kamala. When this man's campaign is over, if ever, he will rewrite the wrestling record books. I know of no one, I repeat, no one in this country, perhaps across the world, that can compare with this man. Now you see the crimson-stained face of Mike Sharp. And that's all it takes. When Kamala smells that crimson-stained face, he goes after Mike Sharp. Just relentless, never letting up, never letting up. There he's got Sharp across the top rope. Mike Sharp still in it, willing, but as I've said, very, very weary, staggering. Kamala knows, he smells victory. He knows enough to know that he's got his man exactly where he wants him. Sharp throwing wildly, almost catching the referee on that wild shot. Oh, just look at Kamala, never letting up. The agility of this man is unbelievable. 360 pounds, he moves like a lightweight, reminding one of a panther moving through the jungle. Once again, catching Mike Sharp again with a chop coming across the ropes. Oh, there he goes. The power in this individual's hand is unbelievable. Mike Sharp down. This has to be somewhat of a matter of revenge for the general, as you Mid-South television viewers can remember a while back that Mike Sharp illegally put the general in a pile driver, which I haven't forgotten. This is somewhat of a, as I've said, a revenge for the general. Oh, and you wonder how Mike Sharp can take the punishment that he's taking right now from the Ugandan heavyweight. Kamala just keeps coming, just keeps coming. Jerry Usher, the referee, probably never in his career has he ever officiated a match with such a savage as Kamala. Kamala stalking around the ring, knowing that victory is near. Again to the head. Mike Sharp's going to have one big, powerful headache. This match is over. Sharp barely able to stand. Kamala ripping away at the wound. Kamala, a household word. People all across the land are talking about this man. Never before has a wrestler caused the controversy. Has wreaked havoc in an area like Kamala has. Now Kamala has Mike Sharp down on the apron, the bottom rope. Tasting the crimson stain. Kamala stalking around the ring. He's got Mike Sharp hit. Another one to the head. How can Mike Sharp stand the punishment? Kamala. Again, just relentless, never letting up. When you step into the square circle with Kamala, you've got to pay the price. The mighty Uganian. The general went to great expense to lease the services of this powerful heavyweight. Oh, Mike Sharp down again. Perpetual motion, agility. That's Kamala. Strength, power, Mike Sharp down once again. Flat. Now Kamala picks up Mike Sharp. As I've said, one of the strongest wrestlers in the business. A body slam. Now, this is no ordinary splash. I repeat, this is no ordinary splash. This is the trademark of Kamala. He turns his opponents down, face down, and this should be it. This is it. 1, 2, 3. The mighty Kamala. Have you seen a powerful man like Mike Sharp being pulverized by Kamala?
Roman back body drop. Dean comes sailing off the ropes. Jackknife! Cradle! Dean has Orton down. 1, 2, Orton top 3. A count of 2.5. And Orton is getting upset with young Bruce Dean, who seems to be putting it together. He pulled my tights, says Orton. Dean stalking Orton.
He still wants time.
He still wants time. Warren says no. More than anything, I think Orton's just stalling. Not only so much to recover from some bumps and bruises he might have taken, but in the hope that Bruce Dean might start to get anxious. But so far, Dean controlling his emotions that have to be churning. Well, Warren tells Orton, do you want me to stop it? I'll make him the winner. Well, that wasn't quite what Orton had in mind. Orton claiming his ear's been damaged.
Like he said last week, he's a nice guy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. He's a real nice
He also
guy.
said, if you turn your back on me, I'm gonna belt you.
He's going to belt any minute right now. He's sizing him up.
Dean being very cautious, though. Well, Orton couldn't lure Dean into a handshake if indeed that's what he wanted to do, is lure him into a handshake or reading motives into what Orton might have done. Oh, there was the sucker punch that Mickey and I talked about.
5 minutes of elapsed, 15 minutes left.
Cowboy Bob Orton did all that talking, all that stalling, and Dean stayed with him, paid attention the whole time. He turned his head a fraction of an inch, and Orton nailed him. Dean trying to fight back. Orton, oh, he winds up with a roundhouse blast there. Orton grabs Dean by the hair and runs him into the buckles. Cowboy Bob Orton up on the second rope. What does he have in mind here? Oh, puts a knee in the chest. Oh, impressive indeed. I can recall Waldo Von Erich doing that from the ropes on the back, and also Ivan Koloff, but that's the first time I've seen someone do it front way with the knee planted against the jaw and the neck. Cowboy Bob Orton, still another different move. Orton has Dean up in the air. Many different things again that Orton can do from here. Power slam. The power slam by Cowboy Bob Orton. Dean's foot ends up on the ropes. And you have to give that Cowboy Bob Orton all sorts of credit. He is a dangerous, dangerous man. Orton pulling back on the chin. Dean, the very bad position there. A backbreaker from a very odd angle. A backbreaker, regardless of the angle delivered from, certainly effective. Orton charges in and bangs the knee into the back of Bruce Dean. Orton rolls Dean over, goes up on the second rope. Oh, what's he got in mind here? A back elbow smash. Hey, this guy can do it all. He's applauding for himself. And let's face it, a lot of the punishment he's dishing out is legal. There's nothing wrong with what he did off those ropes. A lot of this stuff is perfectly legal. Side suplex by Cowboy Bob Orton. Talk about impressive. Orton up on the second rope. Look out below. Oh, Orton brings the knee down into the chest. Cradles the leg, count of 1, 2, and 3.